As a new trader, in my early days on my trading journey, all I cared about is my P&L, more than I care about learning and how really to become a consistent, profitable trader. I became so fixated about how I can make $500, $1,000 per day, I did not care about learning. The result, I blew out multiple accounts. But in order to become a professional, consistent trader, I need to worry more about my executions and discipline, as my P&L will become a result of my actions. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. So bulls are nowhere to be found, bears are in full control. 431 now is the support. It was a very important level of support during June and August. Lows of June, lows of August now in the same area, breaking down and under, weekly close below it, and we can say with high probability next week 422 gap will get filled, below it 415. So for now, no bulls at sight. QQQ, same thing. This double top scenario, as we said few days back, here we are. Now 355 needs to hold. Lows of June, lows of August, 355 breaking down and under, and we can say with high probability 333 gap is just around the corner. Let me know what you think about the overall market as we entering Q4 of 2023. End of the year rally? No one knows. For now, bears are in full control. Also on the Dow, this trend line that held the higher lows since March, here, and also a few days back, broke below, full control, and closed at the low of the day, which means bulls are not even close to be here. 339 gap is next. Below it, we are heading towards the 332. You can take also Fibonacci to help you identify the next support. Below 339, 336, then this area 332 and 331 to the downside. IWM, this head and shoulders pattern as we talked about few days back, few weeks back. Validation as we are speaking. Now this gap might get closed already by the end of this week. Then 175 to the downside. Below it, don't be surprised to see 170 once again. Bitcoin tried to break above this purple trend line, but failed. Now 26,500 holding a support from resistance to support. Let's see where Bitcoin is heading. For now, Bitcoin and the rest of the market of crypto market is to the downside. Ethereum once again losing the 1600 area, going towards the 1536. Below 1536, we are heading towards the 1460 together with this purple trend line. Oil bouncing back up, holding nicely above the 89 area. Let's see if we can get a weekly close around the 92, and then we can say next week we are heading towards the 100, 103. SOXX broke last Friday, broke below. Now also broke below the 472. The 472 was June's lows, August lows, broke below. Today almost closed this gap at the 461. This 461 is still open. Maybe tomorrow, Friday, we will see this gap getting filled. And as you can see, it's also a Fibonacci extension support area. Below it, we're heading towards the 447. And then we have also a gap to the downside, 433. Don't be a hero. Don't fight the trend. If you will fight the trend, you will get cut by 1,000 cuts. You will blow your account. Don't be a hero. Follow the trend, and the trend since peak of July, high, peak of September, lower high, August lows, July lows, August lows, lower lows, lower lows. We are in a downtrend. SOXS, which is the 3x bear ETF and the SOXX. If you follow me on Twitter and you saw in the past few days the pre-market live, which by the way, you're more than welcome to join each and every day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, pre-market preparation show. We said that we have an inverted head and shoulders, and we are looking for a break above the 1160 area, and then we are heading towards the 1272, and then this gap at the 1350, and here we are. Let's see continuation towards this area all the way up to 1430. Apple now once again at the 173 area, needs to hold, otherwise 170 is the next. It was May's lows, also August lows. If we will get a weekly close below 173, in my opinion, and it's only my opinion, we're heading towards the 167. Microsoft trying with all it has, with all the power of the bulls of Microsoft, trying to hold above the 317, below it 318, a weekly close below 318, and with high probability the 281 gap will get filled, maybe even next week before Q4. 10% in 5 days, maybe by the end of October and not by the end of September. Netflix, is this gap closed? Let's see, the high of this candle 376, the low of this candle is 342. This gap is filled. Not surprising, as we talked about since September 13, 1 week ago. This trend line got broken, and we said that Netflix is heading towards this gap, and here we are. This gap is filled. Now all we need is a touch on this purple trend line and look for some kind of a bounce back towards the 397. This bounce will not be surprised, because as you see here, bounced, and bounced. So let's see, too early, don't fight the trend. The trend now also on Netflix is to the downside. The weekly close below this purple trend line, and we are heading towards the 341 gap. Remember, more than 80-85% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. And it doesn't matter how far the gap is from current price. Shopify, continuation to the downside. As we said, we can get the same price action as we got over here. We can get the same price action, but to the downside. And here we are. Now, next support is the 51.15. Next is this gap over here. Amazon, 4.5% to the downside. This gap is filled. Now we have another gap to the upside. Once you see a gap, you need to embrace that with high probability it will get filled. Now 126 is next. Let's check Fibonacci below 126, where Amazon might be heading next. Below 126, we're heading towards 121, and we have all the levels to the downside. And also we have a broadening formation that leads us towards the 115. Follow price. Use Fibonacci and trend lines as your future, as your guide for future price action. No need all these indicators. All these indicators are purely lagging. All of them. You don't need to trust me by saying that. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. I did my research in my first 2 years. Before I became profitable trader, it took me 2 years. 2 years of a very rough journey until I found the set of rules that works for me on the technical side and on the psychology behind trading. Never neglect the psychology behind trading. It's a major part of trading. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you lack the resilience, the mental resilience, you will not be a successful trader. Tesla, breaking below this trend line, below this channel, so it's not relevant anymore. We have this trend line from resistance. Now needs to act as support together with this 248 area, together with this purple trend line. Below it, we are heading towards the 218. If you want to become a better trader, learn more about technical analysis from my experience. If you want to learn more on how to control, not to control, but to manage your emotions better from my experience, check the links in the description below. First, we have the Fibonacci Academy playlist, 25 videos free on how to become a better trader, technical, and on the psychology behind trading. Check it out. Then we have the 60 minutes crash course. If you're only looking for slight tweaks in your strategy on the technical and on the mental side, all you need is Fibonacci-Traders 60 minutes crash course. Check it out. If you want to take your trading journey to the highest level, stop following others to tell you what to do, where to buy, what to sell, and where to sell. We have the one-on-one mentorship program. We have the online program. Basically, it's the same program as the one-on-one, but pre-recorded. Both programs, I guarantee, here on YouTube, you will get my lifetime access for support from me, guidance from me. All Discord channels, we have nice community of professional traders. We are not an alert service. By following others, we learn nothing. My goal is to help you shorten the learning curve, the very rough and hard learning curve, until you will become a professional trader. You will be able to do your own decisions. Check the links in the description below. Both programs available in Hebrew and in English. Nvidia continuing its way towards the 395. Broke below this trend line. You know this trend line, we drew it a few weeks back already. Broke below. Now looks like 395 gap incoming. AMD continuation towards this red trend line. As long as this AMD price is inside this red downtrend channel, we are in a downtrend. This is why it calls trend lines. Follow the trend lines. They will mark for you the road for future price action. If AMD will break below this channel, we are heading way south towards 83. Meta, we can say, showing some relative strength, holding above the 293, which is the 50% retracement from this short uptrend, few days of an uptrend, 1 month retracement with a doji. A doji is the most significant signal in technical analysis for might be a trend reversal. In this case, back to the upside, back towards 304 and 313, but it's too early. We need to sit and wait. Google, bulls gave up. Bears came in very strong. Now towards the 128, weekly close below the 128, and the 123 gap will get filled very soon. Once you see a gap, embrace, it will get filled. Whether it's a gap to the upside, gap to the downside, it will get filled. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget the notification bell. We are going live 2 times a day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Until the next video, enjoy the rest of your day.